There's a variety of potential legal considerations when you talk about artificial intelligence, and in particular, artificial intelligence and telehealth or healthcare generally. Artificial intelligence requires data, right? Data in a healthcare context can arise from a variety of different forms, directly from consumers, part of the medical record, part of other aspects of receiving care, how healthcare organizations operate, etc. Rights to those data are held in many different actors, right? Whether it's the patient, the provider, the healthcare institution, right, et cetera. So an artificial intelligence engine needs to gather data and gather rights to data from a variety of different sources. And that can be quite difficult. That we're seeing a lot of contractual arrangements that need to be considered, licensing arrangements that need to be considered, et cetera. And this is also playing out in where we are following state laws evolve as it relates to data privacy, especially in the healthcare context. Another legal consideration that I think is still evolving is very much how state regulators, those bodies that license healthcare professionals, how do they think about this topic, right? Is it interfering? Is it going too far in diagnosing and taking on actions that would normally be held by the licensed healthcare provider? Not a lot yet on that front, but I think that is something that they will need to grapple with in the years ahead. And then, there's just this general concept of liability. Who holds that liability? Is it the healthcare provider? Is it the technology organization? Is it both? When does the liability sit with each organization? At the moment, the legal infrastructure is still very much lacking when it comes to AI and healthcare in particular, but we are starting to see a variety of industry stakeholders. The World Health Organization came out earlier this year with some policy statements talking about bias in the use of healthcare, in particular in the healthcare context, and the importance of transparency. Similarly, the Consumer Technology Association has come out with a variety of different statements, sort of self-policing the industry, the stakeholders starting to step into the void of other regulatory guidance on the topic. And then we've recently seen the American Telemedicine Association, when it comes to telemedicine and AI, establish a work group to develop their own policy statements around artificial intelligence in the telemedicine setting. So I think that'll be very helpful for organizations that are using these tools to better understand how the industry as a collective is thinking about and advancing the best use cases for AI in the telemedicine context.